Thank you for introducing me. Good afternoon, everyone. In this section, I will present our study entitled Same-Day Initiation of Oral Preexposition Prophylaxis High Among Adolescent Men Who Have Sex with Men and Transgender Women in Brazil. I have no conflict of interest. In Brazil, the HIV epidemic is concentrated in key populations, especially among men who have sex with men and transgender women. And in recent years, the HIV incidence has increased among adolescents from these populations in Brazil and elsewhere. Despite this, the use of this prophylaxis continues so limited and reduced among these adolescents. Daily oral PrEP for adolescents was only available in 2023 in Brazil, and the use among adolescents in the general way is so low. Only 0.1% adolescents have initiated PrEP in Brazil, like we can see in this figure. In this study, we have to objectively analyze the social demographic and behavioral characteristics of the adolescent men, MSM, and transgender women initiating oral PrEP in HIV PrEP clinics in Brazil. For the study, we used the database of PrEP 1519, which is a demonstration cohort study that offers PrEP for adolescent, MSM, and transgender women in 3 capital cities in São Paulo, Salvador, and Belo Horizonte. And for this analysis, we use baseline data from participants enrolled in the cohort between February 2019 to August 2021, and they were follow-up on PrEP initiation until February 22 to observe if they chose to initiate a PrEP during the follow-up. The inclusion criteria in the cohort were aged 15 to 19 years old, living, working, or studying in one of the study sites, self-declared adolescent, MSM, or transgender women, and testing negative for HIV at the study enrollment. All these adolescents, when they get in the clinic, enroll in the study, they were analyzed for HIV vulnerability and clinical inclusion criteria to use PrEP. And so they can choose if they want to use the prophylaxis or not. Here we can look at the PrEP 15 implementation model, which is a service we use offline and online strategies to reach these adolescents. And when they get in the PrEP clinics, they have access to face-to-face and telehealth services. For this analysis, we classify 4 groups according to demographic and behavioral characteristics. So we had 4. Group 1, the adolescent considered not eligible for PrEP at the same day. Group 2, they were eligible for PrEP and chose to initiate the PrEP at the first visit in the first moment. Group 3, they were eligible but chose to initiate a PrEP after the first visit during the follow-up. And the group 4, they were eligible for PrEP but chose not to use the prophylaxis. Here we can look at the chart with the distribution of these adolescents according to eligibility initiated of PrEP. 1,254 adolescents got in the clinic, HIV negative, and more than 90% were eligible for PrEP initiation at the same day, and the great majority of them initiated the prophylaxis, and just only 6.7% chose not to use the PrEP despite being eligible. And 4.9% were considered not eligible for PrEP to same day. Here we can look with more detail. Those adolescents considered not eligible for PrEP initiation. You can see none of them were renal or intellectual impairment. And usually the contraindication for PrEP use were temporarily. And it's important to highlighted that 100 of these adolescents considered not eligible for PrEP didn't come back to the clinic for another evaluation and consider to use PrEP in another moment. Now you can look at the difference about in these four groups. Né? We can observe the group who more frequent to younger, with 15 or 17 years old, were more frequent in the group 3 and 4. So the adolescent who hesitated to initiate PrEP at the first moment or declined the use. And here we can observe the group 4, 2, and 3, which the adolescents with social behavior which represent a higher risk with HIV, they initiated PrEP. And the group 4, we can look that they were more, a greater percentage of adolescents who reported had no one or just one casual partner in the last 3 months. In conclusions, the strategy of same-day PrEP initiation contributes to observe the high rates of PrEP initiation. And these adolescents who initiated PrEP had more risky behavior and they perceived this risk, né? And those who refused PrEP had fewer sexual partners. So maybe for this adolescent, other PrEP modality may be more interesting, like on-demand PrEP. And few participants were not eligible for same-day PrEP initiation due to clinical criteria or give up the PrEP use. And bear in mind that 100% of these adolescents were considered not eligible. They come back to the clinic. Is need for strategies to monitor this case to promote a link to the PrEP clinics and avoid missed opportunity to PrEP initiation among these adolescents. I want to acknowledge the PrEP 15 teams, the sponsors, and the general support of UNITAID. Thank you.